Hey everyone, this is my match reaction to Chelsea 10, Liverpool 11 on a penalty shootout at Wembley for the final of the Carabao Cup. Liverpool crowned champions of the EFL Cup final today happened at Wembley and went down to penalties in which all 11 players scored from the spot, ending with Kelleher hitting the winner to clinch Liverpool's ninth Carabao Cup trophy. Kepa ended up missing his penalty, and unfortunately, Chelsea are at a defeat. But today's game was really interesting with the way Chelsea played, and also Liverpool, the way they did today. It was really interesting to see. I think it was a really tight game for the first 90 minutes until it went to extra time. It almost felt like once it went to extra time, you already could tell it was going to go to penalties. Anyway, this is going to be my quick match reaction as a neutral fan on how I felt about the game. And big up everyone in the chat. Hope you're well. Congratulations, Bavly. I know your team won today. And hi, Charlie. Hope you're well. Shout out to Wilson. Hope you're well. And Bavly, congratulations. Liverpool have won their 11th Carabao Cup trophy. And it's Luis Diaz's first trophy with Liverpool. He's the first Colombian signing for Liverpool as well. So shout out to him. I think he'll enjoy that trophy in his trophy cabinet. And shout out Omar, thank you for tuning in. And yes, Kepa, I guess he thought it was NFL or something because he ended up scoring, skying that penalty right into NASA. Unfortunately, he looked nervous when he was going to take the penalty. He's probably not used to taking pens, and they ended up subbing off Mendy for Kepa before it went to penalties. So that might not have been a great decision from Thomas Tuchel. But overall, Mendy did great. He made some brilliant saves in the game early on. And Lukaku scored, but it was offside. The game felt like a game of offsides because every single goal just kept getting ruled offside or ruled as obstruction of a goal scoring opportunity when Matip scored. Hi, Jordan. Congratulations on Liverpool winning their 11th Carabao Cup trophy today at Wembley. I'm sure you're celebrating. It was really nice to see your reaction to the penalty shootout. Hi, Ravi. Thank you for tuning in. I know you from, I believe you're from Egal Streams, but thank you for tuning in. Big up, great win for Liverpool in the end, he says. Yes, and it was a great game. I think it was a tight game, too. My man of the match would have to be between Kelleher and Mendy before he was subbed off, but I will give it to Kelleher. He made some really good saves, and at the end, he did make that brilliant save to deny early on to deny Christian Pulisic from close range early on in the game. And when Mason Mount had a chance, he did make another good save as well. And then in the end, he ended up saving the penalty that Kepa had missed. So Trent as well had a great game today. It's a shame that Sadio Mane was subbed off. I thought, if Sadio Mane had stayed on, he would have been a great penalty taker. You did see the way he took Senegal to their first African Cup of Nations trophy. And I think Sadio Mane had a better game today than Salah, some would argue. But though the goal was disallowed from Trent, I think he played well today. And he had perfect delivery to find Mane at the far post, even though the goal was ruled offside. I think Matip had another good game and Van Dijk as well. The likes of Fabinho, Jordan Henderson, and Naby Ketia. Ketia coming on. I think he had some really good chances, but was denied by Edward Mendy. Mendy had really good saves in that first half of the game before it went to extra time. And I think Salah wasn't at his best today. It seemed like he struggled up against Rudiger at times, but had some joy playing up against Alonso. It was easy for Salah to break through from Marcus Alonso. He managed to chip Mendy when put through by Sadio Mane, but there wasn't enough emph on the shot for him to get through on goal. Even though he timed such a perfect run through, he just couldn't get through on goal. Or else it wouldn't have gone to penalties. Luis Diaz, what a signing he's been for Liverpool, their first Colombian signing, and he has some really nice first touches. He worried that Chelsea defense early on in the game with his directness of his game, his speed, his accuracy, and unpredictability. I think he put his own team in trouble, though, a couple of occasions. Sometimes he was trying to do a back heel pass, the no-look pass, which could have costed him Chelsea could have easily scored and taken opportunities from that, but I think Liverpool really stepped the line there. And I think Luis Diaz has been a great signing for Liverpool overall. He's shined brightly on the big stage, and it's his first trophy being the Carabao Cup and their 11th trophy. Diego Jota, good to see him on the bench. So it looks like next game week he will be available for Liverpool and hopefully starting again. I know some of you guys, like myself, removed him from FPL because he was injured, but great to see him come off the bench. And more importantly for Chelsea, great to see Reece James come back from a major injury, and he had a good impact today in his performance. I think Reece James, getting back on that match fitness, glad to see the way he performed today. And although he didn't get much game time, he was subbed on late in the game. He did make a good impact of the game. And, got to give credit to players like Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva today, although how old he is, he was incredible and immense today. And he deserves credit when and where it's due. Hi, Chris. Thank you so much for tuning in. I just finished doing Premier League recap with Chris on his channel, Leicester Till I Die. So be sure to check that out. We did talk about the games on the weekend and how Man City only won 1 goal against Everton. So you would have expected a lot more goals from the Man City game. Hi, Steve. Hope you're well. Thank you for tuning in. And Nippon, sorry for the defeat, but congratulations to Liverpool. They, when it came to penalties, they won at the end of the day, and it was a great game. It was a close game until it went to penalty shootout. Hi, J25. Hope you're well. Thank you for tuning in. And hi, Doug. Congratulations to Liverpool once again. Their 11th Carabao Cup trophy in their cabinet, and Luis Diaz's first trophy with Liverpool early on in the season. And I still think Liverpool are in the title race with Manchester City. I know they were upset. The Reds were upset with Man City winning on the weekend against Everton. I know Liverpool wanted them to lose, but bad luck. Kepa ended up skying the penalty, and it was easy for Kelleher to get through and get his shot through on goal when he had to face Kepa on pens when it came down to the keeper at the end of the day. It almost felt like watching that Manchester United Europa League final when it came down to the goalkeepers at the end. But Nippon, no need to be upset. Chelsea are world champions. They did win the cup, cup final just a few weeks ago, so against Palmeiras, and they are champions of the world at the moment. Jordan, I will send you a link shortly. I just wanted to do my quick match reaction as a neutral. I'm glad Chelsea didn't win. More importantly, I can't stand Chelsea winning another trophy, but I'm kind of upset because N'Golo Kante is one of my favorite players with Chelsea. As you guys know, I really enjoy watching him play. I did watch him play when he was at Leicester City, the year he won the Premier League with Leicester. But today, N'Golo Kante was not at his best and was not at the way we're used to seeing him play. He looked really tired, looked relentless, and didn't look like he had much of an impact in today's game. Although he did a really great penalty, I think he had a poor game, and it's not the way I'm used to seeing him play. Hi, Kingsight. Thank you for tuning in. He says, Mendy won the penalty shootout for Senegal. He was man of the match and high on confidence. He should have played if this is on Thomas Tuchel. I do agree. When they subbed off Mendy for Kepa, when I saw Kepa putting on his gloves warming up, I was confused because I thought Mendy, he already did a great penalty shootout against Salah against Egypt in the African Cup of Nations final. But I guess it was Kepa's unlucky day for Thomas Tuchel. At the end of the day, they do have a lot of trophies this season. So it is what it is, and I'm glad for Liverpool. Hi, MMA. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're well. And this week, Arsenal will play up against Watford on March 6th. Away from home, it's going to be a tough game. I will be doing my match reaction right after the game for that game. Sorry, my match reaction for the Wolves game was uploaded a day later. Hi, Revanite. All you Liverpool fans are here today. I'm really glad for you guys. And that's karma for when Kepa refused to come off the pitch in 2016, I believe. And, I'm really glad that Liverpool won today. And I know, they're not a direct rival to us. They did help us from Tottenham winning a proper trophy. So that's why I was rooting for Liverpool today. I didn't want Chelsea to win another trophy. Hi, Paul. Thank you for tuning in and hope you're well. I am going to get a Liverpool fan on here very shortly to talk about, how he felt of the game. He was really pissed off when Matip's goal was ruled offside. I don't know how that was ruled offside. And then we have Lukaku's goal that was ruled offside, checked by VAR. Stuart Atwell, who we all know, us Arsenal fans in the chat, you guys all know how Stuart Atwell, the inconsistency of his refereeing. But bias aside, credits to Liverpool. I think they played well today, and credits to Klopp, the way he set them up. But at the end of the day, it's 11 trophies for Liverpool in the EFL Cup. Congratulations to them, yet another trophy in their collection. And I guess it's time for Liverpool and Man City to battle out for champions of the Premier League this season, which will be interesting to see how well they do. Lil Colo, thank you for tuning in. He says, bias aside, Edouard Mendy should have stayed on. I'm so certain he saves at least one of them penalties. It's sad that Kepa is getting scapegoated because most of their attackers are more to blame. Yeah, I think Rudiger had a really great game today, but in midfield, Chelsea were not really that great. Kovacic was carrying Chelsea a lot of the first half of the game. Even in that second half, he had a good game until he was subbed off. I know Mason Mount was subbed off early, and Mason Mount had a howler of a performance today. I know some of you guys rate him highly, but today he was just not himself. Hi, Sharky. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're well. And big up Talk. Hope you're well. Chris says, big up Mel. Thanks for earlier. Stay safe and chat soon. I've got to go. Thank you so much for tuning in, Chris. And not a problem. I really enjoyed your stream. Revenite says, Taki Minamino got us to that final. Man of the tournament. 6 goals in the competition. Big up to Minamino because he didn't come on today. Yeah, he didn't play today. It's good to see Jota get minutes under his belt. And I was upset when Sadio Mane was subbed off. I thought he had a good game, and he should have been on to take penalties. But I'm glad he wins another trophy under his belt right after the African Cup of Nations. So credits to him, and credits to Mo Salah for winning yet another trophy. So I do have Jordan on here. He is a Liverpool fan from Jamaica, all the way from Jamaica, and he was fuming, absolutely fuming. Turned off the TV when Matip's goal was ruled offside. I am going to bring him on now. So, hi, Jordan. Thank you so much for joining me today. What did you make of the game? Congratulations. Liverpool are 11 times winner of the Carabao Cup. I know you switched off your TV when Matip's goal was ruled offside. It was actually disallowed because of obstruction of play. From I think it was Robertson or Henderson, I'm not sure, but it ended up not being allowed, and it ended up going back to 0-0. How did you feel of the game? I know you were pissed off because Klopp didn't bring on Allison in goal, and you thought Kelleher might not be able to save the penalties. What did you make of the game, Jordan?
I am happy that we won to number 9 in the Carabao Cup.
Yeah.
And well, our aim is now focused on Brighton in the Premier League.
So now you want to win the Premier League title?
Points in the next game.
Yeah. So now your focus is the Premier League to beat Man City and hopefully rise above Manchester City to have new champions of the Premier League. What did you make when Sadio Mane was subbed off? Were you upset, or did you think he should have stayed on to take the penalty?
Well, right now I'm like Diaz. I rate Diaz, Mane.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. Yes, I know he scored the penalty for Senegal in the AFCON, but Salah is way better and pens more than.
Yeah, and were you shocked when Kepa came on for Chelsea? Because, as we know, Edouard Mendy made some brilliant saves in that first half, Jordan. I think you must have been shocked as well. One of the saves he made in that first half, no other keeper could have saved that. I doubt it. The way, his directness of his game, his commanding of his box, the guy is world-class. Edouard Mendy, and you saw what he did in AFCON. He led Senegal to the final, and it's a shame that he was subbed off, but I think that was a tactical flaw from Thomas Tuchel for today's defeat for Chelsea fans. Were you shocked when you saw Kepa come on for Chelsea?
Yes, instead of we making an next substitution, put in Allison, but we still
Yeah,
have Kyle in
I
there,
know
but he
you were
did make a
pissed off
save,
because you
and I'm
wanted
so happy for
Allison
him
to
that
come on. And Charlie says hello to you, Jordan. He's watching in the
yeah.
chat. Hi, Stephen. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for everyone who's tuned in so far. This is my match reaction and Jordan's as well, as a Liverpool fan, all the way from Jamaica, giving his reaction to Liverpool winning against Chelsea, world champions, on penalties in a penalty shootout at Wembley today, winning the Carabao Cup, which is great to see. Yet another trophy to your books. And Jordan, now your focus has to be the Premier League. Hopefully, you can catch up to the likes of Manchester City and try to get the league off of them. I'm sick and tired to see City win the league so easily, single-handedly. Charlie's telling you, Jordan, that you were fuming, really angry at 0-0 full time. Jordan, when it went to penalties, you looked so nervous. You looked like you were so worried whether Kelleher will be able to make those saves. Unfortunately, Kelleher did not make any of the saves until it went down to the goalkeepers, and Kepa missed his penalty shootout, skying it like it was an NFL rugby game. But congratulations to Liverpool. They deserved it. And yet another trophy under Klopp's books. And Jordan, overall, what was your thoughts of the game today? And how do you feel after winning another trophy for Liverpool and Luis Diaz's first trophy for Liverpool?
Well, I know he never won a trophy before, so this is a good time for him to win a title, and I'm happy for him. He do well in the Premier League and also scoring his first goal as well. So I'm very proud of him. And now our aim is now the Amex Stadium against Brighton.
Yeah, now you have a game against Brighton. It should be an easy game, although it's an away game. Brighton are really, really poor. They lost this week. Embarrassingly, a 2-0 defeat, which I expected them to win. But so that's it, guys. That's our match reaction of the Chelsea versus Liverpool Carabao Cup final. Shout out to everyone who's joined in the chat. I'll see you all next week for my match reaction against Watford.